Camera's back on. I'm just gonna film a quick video about why I went to college. So I know everybody's got their reason for why they went to college or why they're applying to college. I feel like I'll tell my story why I went to college. So it all starts back when I was a kid, born in Belize, Central America. Didn't have much. My family didn't have much, honestly, as a whole. And all my life, I heard that going to college was the answer to a lot of financial problems. It was the answer to a lot of socioeconomic, I guess, issues. It was the cure-all, so to speak. Go to college and you're automatically successful. So hearing that, I was like, oh man, all right, I gotta go to college. No matter what I do, I've gotta end up in college in order to be successful, because that's the goal. And you know, as a kid, you hear that at an early age. You've got that in your mind, like, okay, college is it. I'm going one way or another. So, you know, as I was a kid growing up, I just kept that in my head. All right, man, whatever you do, no matter what hardship you go through, college has to be it. So after high school, I applied to a bunch of colleges. I ended up getting in, and I never thought about tuition, never thought about debt, never thought about what would happen once I was out of college. I guess it was almost as if I figured there would be a job waiting for me on the other side. Like, once you graduate, here you go, bro. Here's your six-figure income job that you worked 4 years for. Now, there's some degrees you can get in college that I guess that's kind of the case. Engineering, you know, I don't know if it's six figures, but a lot of them that I know have a job. Maybe pre-med, they got to go to med school, but they know after that they're going to be hired in a hospital. And then I guess there's a few other degrees you can get. But generally speaking, just a regular bachelor's degree is not going to get you much as far as a job guarantee. Your prospects might be a little better, but you got to think about that debt and the money you didn't make because you were a student. You could have been going really hard, getting experience. So just like any economic principle, there's a trade-off. So once again, back to why I went to college. I thought it was going to be a good financial decision because it was going to get me a high-paying job once I graduated, and also it was going to make my family proud. So I didn't even question it. Didn't even think once about the possibility of not going to college and just getting a regular job. Didn't even think about it. I was like, look, I'm going, and my mom was supportive of it, my sisters, everyone in my family, because they had all been to college, but my dad had not. And you know, that's one of the things that, looking back, I wish I had thought for myself a little bit more on what I wanted to do, because I don't personally think I needed that to be successful. Listen, you either got it or you don't, and I know that's kind of not a term in society or a phrase that we like to incorporate in this day and age. If you got it, you either got it or you don't. We've fallen in love with the build who you want to be, everyone's going to make it, everybody gets a trophy kind of a standpoint. But honestly, and this is just from raw experience, you either got it or you don't. And that's just the bottom line. You either have it or you're going to be looking for it, or you're going to buy it from somebody who's got it and they ain't selling you the real deal. But anyway, so why I went to college basically was just kind of for an overall goal that was stressed to me as a kid, and for financial security. And guess what? Neither one happened. Out of college, did not get a job, and believe it or not, nobody was at my graduation besides for my mom. And you know, my mom was with me no matter what. You know, that's how moms are. They're gonna support their kid, you know, win, lose, or draw. You know, and that's how it should be. But she would have, you know, thought I was a success regardless of whether I attended college or not. So in the end, the reasons that I went to college turned out to be really non-issues, and my life completely went to a different direction after college. What I do for work now has nothing to do with a college degree. So it's just kind of interesting when you think, when you're in that position deciding whether you should go to college, and then afterward, 10 years later, you look back and you ask yourself, hey, did any of those things, was any of that true? Was any of that actually the case? And for me, it wasn't. like looking back, none of it was the case. The whole, I guess, vision I had for what college was, why we go, what it gives us when we graduate, none of that turned out to be what happened. So, not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just telling you what I did and how I went about it. And I do have student loans right now, and I'm paying them back, but it's something that I keep thinking about. What if I never went? What if I had just believed in myself and gone right into work? Maybe created a business, maybe done something completely different besides the 9 to 5, and, you know, gone a different route. I believe I would have made it. So that's my take on it. Don't go to college because somebody's pushing you to, because you think it's the next logical step, because you think your family's gonna not view you as a success. It's got to be a different reason. So just be keen on the reasons. But that's what my take is on it, and I hope that helps somebody who comes across my video who might be deciding whether or not to go. And if you're going to college for the social life, just move across from a damn college and make some friends who go there, and you'll be fine. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all.